Bobby Boucher's mom says sugar is the devil, but is she actually right?
Everything is the devil to you, mama!
With these increasing obesity statistics here in the US and the epidemic we're facing every single year, we're all trying to place blame on one thing. But is that one thing sugar? Greg Glassman and the nutritional approach he takes is to have no sugar, but is he actually right? Today in this video, I'm gonna break it down and tell you how you can utilize sugar strategically to recover better from your metcons and recomp your body so that you can actually start feeling confident in the way you look, both inside and outside of the gym. Before we get going, so many of you that watch these videos don't subscribe, so you don't get notified when we put out free content like this. So take 2 seconds, click that subscribe button. You'll get notified when we do free giveaways, when we put out other free videos, so that you can better reach your goals for free. Now, let's get into sugar, what it is, and whether sugar is the real problem when it comes to obesity. So I want to start off by defining what sugar is. Sugar is a monosaccharide. It's a single molecule, and sugar is a carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are one of the 3 main macronutrients that we need. Protein, carbs, and fats are all necessary for life in order for you to crush your workouts and for you to understand how you can not only reach body composition goals, but utilize them from a timing perspective to perform better. Now, they all have different purposes, but carbohydrates are our WOD energy. We need carbohydrates in order to make sure that we can properly fuel, but also properly recover after workouts. But how much is too much, how much is too little, and how does sugar play into it? Now, carbohydrates are 4 calories per gram. This is the same with protein. However, fat is 9 calories per gram. But carbohydrates themselves are in a lot of processed foods, as well as fat. So let's take, for example, a donut. A donut is around 300 total calories. Broccoli, 300 calories of broccoli is a plate and a half. So you can eat substantially more in terms of broccoli than you can in a donut. But what actually makes a donut so bad? Is it the sugar? No, it's actually the total calories. The broccoli and the donut both eventually get broken down, digested, and absorbed. The carbohydrates in the broccoli get broken down into glucose. Glucose is a sugar. The donut, eventually carbohydrates get broken down also into sugar. So what's the actual difference? The difference is that you can eat more broccoli per calorie than you can the donut. So I want you guys to take a look at this graph that I'm going to put up on the screen. A lot of us have been associating the fact that an increase in obesity is because of sugar. In fact, you see around the year 2000 that sugar actually has decreased in sugar consumption, but obesity continues to rise. So what is the overall culprit allowing us not to build more big freaking muscles so we can actually look like we do 4 to 5 watts per week, but increasing our body fat? Now, the reason is the total calorie consumption that you take in a given day. Now, a caveat to this and how sugar plays a role. Sugar is present in a lot of processed foods. You find them in the middle of your grocery store, at fast food restaurants, and when you're out to eat. Now, in order to understand this, we have to realize that this is not causation. And what I mean by that exactly is that association is not causation. So I'll give an example. There is also an association with shark attacks happening when more people eat ice cream. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's super weird. Why is it that when people eat more ice cream, there's more shark attacks? The reason is because shark attacks and people eating ice cream happen in the summertime. And so therefore, the association is not causation. This is the same exact thing when it comes to sugar. Just because more sugar is present in high calorie foods doesn't mean sugar is the problem. The problem is the high calorie foods itself. Now, in order to fix this, does this mean you should eat sugar all the time? Absolutely not. Sugar should be used strategically, and you should be getting in mostly whole foods, 80% or more within your diet on a daily basis. But it is the combined processed foods high calorie that's causing obesity, not sugar by itself. And sugar also is not addictive. Take, for example, apples. Apples primarily are composed of fructose. This is another sugar. I don't see people constantly addicted to eating as many apples as possible. Doesn't happen. And so therefore, sugar is not the problem when it comes to the obesity epidemic, as shown by the chart here, but you should be limiting processed foods which do happen to have more sugar. sugar in them. Now, I want to get into how you can utilize sugar strategically. What you can do is make sure that you're incorporating carbohydrates that digest very quickly around your workout time, before, during, and after. Now, what is this going to do? Sugar is going to digest and absorb very quickly. When that happens, it gets into your bloodstream, into working muscle tissue, stored as glycogen, so that you can recover quicker. Recovering quicker allows you to bounce back, have still a productive day after your workout, and get ready to hit your next training session with intention. And that's where a lot of us are struggling. One day we crush it at the gym, and the next day we feel like we had nothing. It's because we're not recovering properly. So this is a way you can use strategically to recover quicker, because sugar digests quicker than other carbohydrates like broccoli and other fruits and vegetables, whole foods. Instead, choose to use high, quick-acting sources of sugar like dextrose powder, Gatorade, candy, and gummy worms, but only utilize them intra-workout and post-workout. This is the way to help you better understand how to recover from these workouts. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys don't know how to build out a plan for yourself to quit tracking macros, and you're ready to lose body fat, build muscle, and actually look like you work out, and tired of seeing other people get the results that you know that you can get as well, sitting on the sidelines, click the link below in the description. You can learn more about what it looks like to be inside of our program, to quit tracking macros, and to finally feel confident. Thanks guys for watching this video, and YouTube wants you guys to watch this video next.